More breaking news coming in. All three armed forces chiefs of the Army, Air Force and Navy have just met Defence Minister Arun Jaitley at his residence in Delhi. The service chiefs have briefed the Defence Minister about the security situation on the border amidst those ceasefire violations by Pakistan, the latest of which, as we just reported to you, has happened in the Akhnur area. The meeting has taken place after the Director Generals of military operations of both sides had a conversation, over their telephone hotline. Sources say the Defence Minister has given the Army the fait accompli to retaliate heavily to Pakistan's provocations. That's the latest that we're getting to you right now. Let's go straight across to Editor Strategic Affairs, Gaurav Sawant. Gaurav, all three services chiefs meeting with Arun Jaitley. The political clearance is there for a big retaliation.
The retaliation is already taking place on ground, Shiv. As you rightly pointed out, Arun Jaitley, the Defence Minister, met the three services chiefs. He was under the weather. He had been hospitalized. After he came out of hospital, he was briefed about the current situation by the three services chiefs. The Air Force is understood to have made a presentation also on assets and movements that have been taking place across the line of control and the aerial reconnaissance that had been carried out by the Air Force. Now, Army sources tell us that as of now, these are all localized incidents. While they are localized, there is a pattern to the development that's taking place, not just along the international border, but all along the line of control south of Pir Panjal. And there is real fear that there will be escalation, not just in terms of shelling and firing,
right,
but in terms of bad action by Pakistan Army commandos and terrorists and infiltration attempts simultaneously.
All right, so the retaliation is already currently on. We've got reporters on the ground on the line of control as well as the international border who through the night tonight will be giving us fresh updates on precisely what's happening and where the ceasefire violations are taking place. We'll be reporting through the night on that. Thanks, Gaurav, for getting us that update. And Sartaj Aziz, the advisor on security affairs as well as foreign affairs to Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, has put out a statement where he has said, for 7 days now, Indian forces have been firing and shelling across the line of control and the international border. Their second charge on Eid, the fire from Indian side killed 4 innocent civilians. This is what the Pakistanis are saying at this point of time. He also goes on to say it's sad that the Indian government hasn't been able to restrain its forces. That's the precise word that Sartaj Aziz uses. 4, the Pakistan government is exercising the utmost restraint and responsibility. 5, with abrupt cancellation of talks, India has shunned all our peace overtures. That's the audacity with which Pakistan has put out the statement. Number 6, our efforts to secure peace on the border elicited no cooperation from India. Well, that is the statement that's been put out by the National Security Advisor and Foreign Affairs Advisor of Pakistan, Sartaj Aziz, just a short while ago. Well, in what the Indian Army terms as one of the worst ceasefire violations by Pakistan, innocent civilians are specifically being targeted. Till now, 5 people have been killed, as we reported, and over 40 seriously injured in the past 3 days in border villages in Jammu and Kashmir. Thousands have moved from their homes and taken shelter in camps. Ashwani Kumar is right there on the border. He sent us this report.
Continuous ceasefire violations, deadlier attacks. On target are innocent civilians. Pakistan stooping to new lows. With continuous ceasefire violations in multiple sectors across the line of control and the international border, villagers are living in constant fear of becoming a target.
बहुत डर है सर, बहुत डर है ना हमको। हम कहाँ जाएं हम, तो छोटे छोटे बच्चे हमारे यहाँ कहाँ लेके जाएं इनको।
Blood-spattered terraces and street sides sum up the story of inconsolable families, grieving the loss of their loved ones. Of the 5 civilians killed in the recent flare-up, 2 are women and 1 a 13-year-old girl. Eid celebrations will never be the same for this family. 2 members of this family were shot in the heavy firing from across the border late on Sunday night.
3-4 दिन से लगातार फायरिंग हो रही है, उसकी वजह से हम गांव से बाहर आ गए हैं। काफी सारा डर है उधर, मतलब कि सभी बच्चे बड़े सभी डरे हुए और सभी घर से बाहर हैं।
अब आप कहाँ जा रहे हो?
काफी सारे बम, छोटी फायरिंग सब भी हो रहा है।
सर बहुत डर है, हम बहुत डरे हुए लोग हैं। वो जो रात को 12 बजे के करीब, लेकिन पता किसी को भी नहीं है कि 11 बजे थे या 12 बजे थे, इसके बीच ही फायरिंग हुई है। तो पहले तो गांव के बाहर पड़ रहे थे, उसके बाद गांव के अंदर पड़ने लगे।
Panic-stricken villagers have no option but to flee homes, gathering whatever little they can manage to take along. With Ashwani Kumar in Jammu, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.